Alright, I have finished my first pop-up, and it kicked my ass. I'm currently in the U-Haul van that we rented, and thank God we did, because I didn't want to take two vehicles, and I did. My first pop-up with 2 tents, and I just said I'm going to go big or go home, and I did. And we were like one of 3 people out of like 200 vendors that did that. Anyway, I wasn't mad about my setup because it was cute, but it was hot as hell, but I was prepared because we had the hanging fans, and I should tell you which ones that I got because they lasted all day, and they're still charged, which they're great. Anyway, so we had several of those, and a storm came in and wiped out my front table that had all those collectible pens on there, and then of course I had them like in a glass like display case and stuff like that, so that all fell over. Luckily the only casualty was just the container holding the pen backs, which was not a big deal. Everything ended up drying out, everything was fine, but it took a long time to recover from that, meaning like we just left the table down and everything until the wind passed and the rain, and anyways, it was annoying. It was so bad. I'm like, whatever, I mean, I laughed it off. This whole thing was going to be a learning experience, right? So it was, and I knew I had some janky ass clothing racks, and but they held up. I ended up just tying tethering from the top of the rack to the tent so they didn't fall over or anything. But yeah, oh my god, it was pretty bad. The weather kept people away, so needless to say, we didn't get a whole bunch of sales, but it was a learning experience. There are definitely some things I'm going to do again next time, and some things I will not do again. Yeah, so it really kicked my ass though. It was a long day. It is no joke. If people just do this like to make their living, like, more power to you, because it's tough out there, man. It's tough. You know, not everybody's making sales. You sure as hell not making enough to, you know, pay much of, you know, serious bills or anything. But, you know, it's passive income, play money right now. I know that once I get to other markets, like actual vintage markets, you know, those are my people. They're coming there to buy vintage. In fact, I was the only vintage vendor there today, so I thought that would be like a good thing, right? Nope. Need to do more research on the venue and the weather and stuff like that as much as you can in advance. So right now I'm kind of looking like I don't want to be doing anything outside in Florida until like winter time, because it is just, oh my god, and the love bugs, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I enjoyed it though. I did. Overall, I enjoyed it. I had a good time, and I'm looking forward to my indoor events that I have planned already on the books. Know that's going to look a lot different. I don't have to worry about the weather at that point, and then I will also kind of know like how I want to set things up a little bit differently than I did this time. So stay tuned. Thanks for following my journey, and leave any comments if you have any. Bye.